I wanna fly away. Up in the sky, stretch my wings.
Hello, here we are on Next Up. Have King Jodie, a very known Bay Area artist. So here to dig deep, see what inspires him to be as successful as he already is, and as we know he's going to be. So how you doing today, Mr. Jodie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I see you dropped you got 2 new songs out, Choose and Fly Away, actually.
Fly Away, yeah.
Definitely.
Actually,
Okay.
3, if you want to count
okay.
a song. My song called This End. 3 songs. So, yeah.
So I see one of them was the Usher, definitely did a mix with Usher. Or did use the beat for the, what was the inspiration for that?
Like inspiration, like the beat, or just like the point of the song? Like
the song itself.
A girl, clearly. But I basically wanted to tell a girl, pick, like choose, basically, or some shit like that. So I just wanted to think of a clever way. And being a singer, I wanted to make a song. So I was like, fuck it.
I see a lot of your music is like not, what you say, average. You know what I'm saying? You don't have an average sound.
I don't know what an average sound is.
Like you don't follow the mainstream. You're not trying to, you can tell with some people they're trying to follow a certain way as opposed to somebody has their own inspiration. So like, who did you come up listening to that inspired your creativity and your music?
I listen to gospel music growing up.
Wow.
I listen to J. Moss, Brian Cage, Fred Hammond, Kurt Franklin and the Family. As far as like rap music and music, like I didn't really listen to rappers. I listened to like Jamie Foxx, Brian McKnight. Like I never really was like listening to rappers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when did you feel like, how you say, when you're doing, you're on your career, you're on your journey, you realize at a certain point you reach another level. At what point did you feel that you went from just like any other person, doing it at home to now you're under a label, you're working with somebody? At what point do you have a certain memory to remember, like, dang, when you walk into a studio or something, it's like, dang, I'm here. Like, do you have a certain memory?
Nah, like I still am. I still feel like I'm like a normal artist. Like I don't have a plaque or a Grammy, so I'm a normal private artist. As far as like just the experience of being able to walk into these studios and be around, associating myself with certain people, I got to do it early, which was kind of like a good thing but a bad thing, because I got to see a little bit of the industry, or just a little bit of just how stuff move, and seeing that firsthand before I was actually ready music-wise, I think it helped me now that I feel like my music is at a certain point where like I'm ready. Everybody says like I'm ready to go with anybody, but like I'm ready to make a song, I'm ready to make music. I feel like I have something to say. I feel like I can carry myself with a song with anybody, or just for myself. And with having that previous knowledge and being able to apply it now, it's like better for me. So
that actually leads to my last question, because I heard you say you learned a few things. What lessons do you feel it showed you with the music industry and just like life in general?
Applying both, like you mean.
Like you may learn something with friends, or like certain.
It's like it all intertwines. Like you're doing music, or I feel like doing music, whether you're a rapper, you're a singer or something. Everything is all one gush. I mean, you have to separate. Yeah, I have to be a 23-year-old man. I have to be able to take care of my bills at home, my car note, and doing all that type of stuff. But I do have to be able to pay for the studio and pay for these videos and display. And you learn at this point as being a thriving artist that it is 2 different lanes that you have to maintain. It's 2 different lives.
Yeah, you really can't choose.
Yeah, there's like Jodie at home, like I just got my first like apartment and stuff, and doing all this type of stuff and maintaining and trying to progress as being a man. Then you got Joseph Calloway, the singer, trying to inspire, and it's like, damn, I gotta be able to make sure I pay bills and do this and do this. So, but now it's like, after so long, that's why I say I kind of got it now. Now I kind of know um, how to maintain a house a little bit. You know how to, and then I kind of know how to budget over here a little bit. And then having a manager and stuff now that's actually ready to go, like ready to do it. It's like it's a weight off your shoulder to be able to focus and stuff. So
and that got to be a good thing having a manager actually that cares about you as opposed to somebody that's just trying to,
get some money.
Yeah, get some money out of you,
Yeah, because I done had some crazy ass niggas like, but mine like, I don't know. That's my nigga. Like in my head, I'd be like laughing at this nigga, bro, because he's like a big block. He's like he just walks around like this all day with me, just talking. But that's my nigga. That's a nice. What's Tupac manager?
His manager?
Yeah, Tupac's manager. Suge Knight.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
I got a nice Suge Knight.
So I actually seen the other day. You were I saw on your Instagram. You were around I believe P. Pablo and Nesta Pharaoh had a shoot for a movie, wasn't it? What was that?
There's a movie called 16 Bars. 16 Bars. Yeah, there's a movie called 16 Bars. E40's brother is actually the director and the writer, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and somehow like my manager made some type of move and stuff, and plans was made, and we got to come out and just be like a part of it, be like a small part of it and stuff, just be able to show face and show support. And as far as speaking, Pablo, a manager, yeah, that nigga is just everywhere. that nigga is like everywhere. He like a Haitian. Like, he had his hands and some stuff, and him and P.D. Pablo were together, and he got to be able to just bring us around him for a little bit and just.
What was that like? Being around somebody that has the industry experience and
It was interesting to see, like, bro, that's P.D. Pablo. Let's get this shit. That's P.D. Pablo. Like, I had to tell, me and my girlfriend was, like, debating. I was like, bro, he was popping, like, 2001, like, 2002. So, that nigga been doing this shit for, like, a years. And just to see somebody who was already at the point of, like, thriving and to go through, like, a whole sequence, like, selling platinum plaques, and then just to, he's an older man now. Like I said, going back to being a man, and just being around him was it was cool. Like the energy, the humbleness, and just chilling with him. And we got to sit in the studio with him for a minute and just spend a couple hours with him and stuff. And it was cool. Like
it gotta be an experience.
Yeah, I met P.D. Pablo. Fuck you niggas.
Alright, so okay, now with you now being part of that movie, does that mean you are interested in shifting off into you have a lot of musicians who come in doing music and they
acting
going to acting very successful, so
not even with the movie, like before the movie, like shout out to 16 Bars and stuff, like not even because of the movie, but I wanted to do acting prior to that. I've been doing stage plays when I was younger. I used to do stage plays and musicals, and music was the last thing that I wanted to do. That was the last thing I got into. I wanted to do acting. Like I like being on the stage and creating a different headspace. It was acting. I liked acting because of on a personal side. What drew me to acting, singing was brought to me by somebody else. Just like kind of pushed me toward it. But I always loved to sing. Like, I don't remember when I didn't sing.
Yeah, probably the same you did around the house.
Yeah, man. When I tell you, I used to listen to J. Moss and Kirk Franklin and the Family, BB and CeCe. Like, I used to live with my granny half of my life, so I'm listening to every church hymn. I'm at Usher annuals meetings, just
Did you sing in the choir? Did you?
From the get-go, my mama would have had me in the pulpit if she could have with the choir, but yeah, so. Acting was last, but I always wanted to do that. I mean, even before the 16 Bars, I planned to just go straight toward it.
So do you feel like, how some people, as they say, it chose them, they kind of can't run from what they want to do? Like, do you feel like music kind of chose you in a sense? Like, or is it something the opportunity was there, the connection was there, so?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say music chose me. I mean, it probably did, because, I don't know. because I look at it sometimes like, damn, why couldn't I have wanted the drive that I have to be a singer, the drive that I have to be an actor, the drive that I have to do this? I was thinking like, man, why couldn't I have wanted to be a basketball player, a lawyer? And like, cause there's people that have that's what they want to do, and it's structured. But this stuff is not. And I always think maybe it did choose me, cause I don't want those. Like I look at those like, you're boring. Like that's boring. I want to be on stage and talk to somebody. Like I want to do this. So I think I chose it, but it probably did agree. Not that it chose me, it just agreed with it.
So I mean, sometimes things are structured, you don't even realize it, because things are just, obviously, opportunities coming after opportunities. So sometimes I feel like we put so much on our plate, we don't realize what we're being given.
Yeah. Yeah, and I say that a lot. I tell my girlfriend, like, even, we do all this stuff together and stuff, when we be getting hit with, like, we on one point and we good, then we get hit with a struggle. All right, we good, and you get hit again, you get hit again. But every time stop. We progress. And I say, like, don't forget what we already did. Don't diminish how far God already brought you. Even though, we like, in our heads, like, of course we want this, but by God, we got this. Because there was a point we was here. We here, and it's always like, even though it's a different struggle. So, you just got to be thankful for how far he did get you, and just always be headstrong and be forward, like keep going forward and shit.
So what would you say is like your biggest inspiration for like your drive? When you look in the mirror, that's what's keeping you going. Like some people with their mother, some people with their girl, some people with their kid, some people with it's all of it.
It's like, and it's all of that. That's everybody's motivation. Somebody or something. Like, of course, and I say 21 Forever, that's for my twin, Maceo Bill, and doing it for him and, his kids, and just trying to give her what he wanted. Of course that, and then of course, I keep my grandmother on my chest, cremated, I do it for her, so it was something she could be proud of, so, I want her to see all that, and of course I do it for my girlfriend, somebody who was there with me, really bear with me and through all that, and my mother, and of course I do it for that, but I want to be something, my nigga.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, I want to be something, like, I want to be something. Like, I don't know how vague or how detailed or how oriented, I want to be something. I want to.
Would you say that, like, as each day, like, this is my perspective on life, no matter what people do, like, every day you learning something, you can be pulled this direction, and sometimes you may even think it's a bad thing, but it's for you to learn something, So it's like, every day that comes, we are even still learning our own purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know, like, and shit, like, who's to say acting or singing or anything, or it could be what I'm doing. God could turn me somewhere else at some other point in time, because, like, we're doing all this just to get on stage to tell somebody. Right. You go through as a kid, you go through all you go through with your mom and your dad and your family in the streets, however you grew up. Then you get to be a teenager, you going through all that type of stuff, whatever you went through. Then you get to be a young adult, you going through all that. And in your music, you telling what you went through in your relationships, what you went through at home, who you lost. You going through all of this just to get on stage, tell somebody, hope they feel you, buy it, and keep doing it, and learn from it, empathize and feel you. Right. Like, for real, because somebody, like, when people be saying, I watch interviews and stuff, and people say, like, oh yeah, I've been here, I remember this, I was just here, I was just that. Like, nigga, that shit real. That shit is real. Yeah. Like, if somebody it was a point like Chris Brown or August Alsina or Boosie or Jay-Z or Nas or anybody who was at the point like, this is what I want to do, and how they took their money. There's a lot of people who was at this point. So that shit is possible, and to be friends with certain people and be around certain people and to be able to see, like,
you're on the same level as them, obviously, because you
not even nowhere near on the same level, but just be able to, you could touch that level. That shit is possible. It's possible. Just like you can be a basketball player, go to school, do what you're supposed to do in school, go to the gym, work hard, do what you're supposed to do. Boom, it's there. Of course, obstacles come. You got to go through your own struggles in that lane. Being a lawyer, being whatever you want to be, you got to go through those things too. But structure. If you hit this tunnel, this is what you're gonna do. With music, you can or it may be here, maybe you don't know. There's no plot, there's no plan. So all this is just hard work, prayer, and your foot on these niggas' necks. Like just staying consistent with it.
So what equals like if an artist requested to work with you, what equals a good studio session for you? Like what sets the vibe for you? You know, like what's a good studio session for you?
Well, for one, in Sacramento, I got to the studio, Q Mix. It's like one of my favorite studios, my damn home studio. Or just at home with my girlfriend and stuff. She engineers and does everything. But me, I just smoke, probably hella weird, turn off all the lights, and I sing, or I just be in my head. Like I sing or I rap, like, and if it however it come out, it's however it come out. 9 times out of 10, now I'm starting to write stuff before I get to the studio or before I record it with her, instead of just so it's already, ready and precise. But as far as making a song, I really just smoke, and I find a memory wherever it's from, whatever age, whatever point. I put myself in it. Like that goes back to like acting. I wanted to do acting because stuff that used to go on and stuff when I was a kid, and I used to put myself to sleep. I really close my eyes and create an entire movie in my head. I used to write in those black and white compact books.
Yeah, composition. Yeah,
I used to write it in those and have real stories and real full lengths, back to back to back. And because I dreamed it, and it was hella weird. I was like, man, I can remember my dreams. Like I made myself have dreams.
And you remember the vivid detail to be able to write it.
And be able to write it down. So I just do that as far as like singing, and I just find it, and then try to write it in a clever way or see how I want to say it, because it could be anything, like from Girlfriends Now to how it was living with my granny, or spending a little bit of time in Louisiana, moving from here to there, just doing a lot of stuff in life. You just take a memory and you tell about it, you talk about it.
I was actually asking, where are you originally from? Are you from out here in Cali?
I'm from everywhere, man. So listen, I was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay.
I was born there. I came to California when I was 1. Came to Oakland, California when I was 1. Moved out of Oakland about 2nd grade. Moved to Fairfield. I lived in Fairfield until I was about 14, 15. Came back to Oakland. Lived in Oakland till about 19, and then just started running around the country after that. Started running everywhere. But I spent majority of my life in between Oakland and Fairfield, and with southern ties. When my grandma, my family is from Lake Charles, Baton Rouge and stuff, so grew up with those ties. But just moving back and forth from like Vallejo to Fairfield to Oakland, Richmond, everywhere. Like I was living out of bags for 9 years. I just got my first house about 3 months ago. And up until then, I was out of bags for 9 years, just thugging, just going. So either my granny house, or I even spent some time in New York. I spent about 8 months at my brother's house in New York, just going, bro. That's all I say. Like it's a process. Someone's telling me trust this. Everything that you're doing here, trust it. It's a process. I have to trust this. If I don't trust what I went through, boy, I break into. I know it's a point behind this. Like I wouldn't have been on this nigga outside, couch to couch. Filming partners' houses and doing all that shit if it wasn't a purpose, it wasn't a point, my nigga. So
that's real.
It's beneficial.
That's real. So do you have any, and who do you listen to? Who's on your playlist?
You want me to be honest?
Yo.
My playlist is Mozzie and Meech Banker. Period. Like
I feel you.
That's on me.
I feel you.
Like Mozzie and Meech Banker.
Do you have any artists that you want to work with? That you like, if I made it to this level, I would do a song with this person, or I would do an EP, or just
I do a song, EP, album, movie, mixtape, anything with Bruno Mars, or Bruno Mars. That's it. The 24 carats, right?
Yeah.
Bruno Mars. Like he sold, I think, 4.2 billion on those like 2 songs.
Yeah,
like
he was on YouTube.
He is, his voice unmatched. I don't care what nobody says. And Jasmine Sullivan.
She got
when I get
powerful.
big, Jasmine Sullivan, if she ever see this interview, Wilson Calloway on Next Up, I said it first. I want to do a full duplex album with Jasmine Sullivan.
Manifest it, man. Put it out there. It's gonna happen, bro.
That's gonna be it.
Alright, so before we wrap it up, just basically like, why should people listen to King Jodie? Why should everybody tune in? I know it's because you're different. You don't sound the same. You have the drive. It's coming from a core place. It's not just about the money. You actually scale out impact. You know what I'm saying? So that's my perspective. But for the viewers, why should anybody listen to King Jodie?
I mean, I don't know. People feel like, shoot, I slap, I this, I that, I this. Like, yes, I make good music. You should listen to me because I can empathize with you. I can turn up with you. I can talk to you. You feel me? I can lift you up, get you through whatever. Like, listen to me because I have good music. Listen to me because I have something to say. Listen to me, shit, because I want to help you. Shit, I don't know. Ain't no good reason or why somebody should listen to you. You should just listen to me and then you tell me if you want to listen to me. Feel me? You tap in. So, you know, so it's a purpose. It's a point. So check me out.
Been a pleasure having you come through
Man.
first, and I know it's gonna be the first of many visits because I know I'm gonna be watching you move up. You feel me?
Nigga, stop saying you.
What? we, you right,
We next up. It's
Word.
already manifested in the name, bro.
Word.
So, but I appreciate you for having me.
Pleasure, man. There you have it.
Stretch my wings, find a better way. Protect me from bitches, walk me through struggles, keep all these niggas away. 'Cause I done been down, I done been out, somehow I made it today. I wanna fly, I wanna fly, I wanna fly away. Up in the sky, stretch my wings, find a better way. Protect me from bitches, walk me through struggles, keep all these niggas away. 'Cause I done been down, I done been out, somehow I made it today. I wanna fly, I wanna fly, I wanna fly away.